Even diehard fans won't know all these juicy secrets. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 behind-the-scenes secrets about Grey's Anatomy. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the most interesting little-known facts about this popular medical drama. Number 10. The cast was given homework. It stands to reason that if you're cast in a show about doctors, you should brush up on your medical knowledge. Showrunner Shonda Rhimes goes one step further, however. She regularly hands out homework to the cast so they can properly portray their characters, particularly during scenes that involve surgery.
Last night we studied together. Today we're treating patients together.
Although there's always a medical advisor present to make sure the scenes are as authentic as possible, some of the actors have taken it upon themselves to visit actual hospitals, while others have actually shadowed surgeons during their shifts.
Oh, you really did your homework.
I'm a great student.
In fact, Isaiah Washington has followed surgeons around for 48-hour stints. Now that is dedication. Number 9. The reason behind Erica Hahn's departure. Anyone who's watched Grey's Anatomy has undoubtedly wondered, what the hell happened to Erica Hahn? The character, played by Burke abruptly decides to leave Seattle Grace in Season 5 episode Rise Up, never to be seen again.
There's right and there's wrong, and this was wrong.
While there has been plenty of rumors as to why Smith was let go, Shonda Rhimes claims it was due to the character lacking the magic and chemistry to follow through on longer character arcs. It's hardly the first time drama has sprung up due to the cast member leaving the show. Katherine Heigl also left in tense circumstances, and when she expressed interest in returning, was politely but firmly declined.
Is there any truth that you may be returning to Grey's Anatomy?
No, there's not. I don't know how that started. I haven't been asked, and I think that they're on their own path, and I am as well.
Number 8. Kate Walsh's spin-off upset castmates. With its large cast of dynamic characters, Grey's Anatomy has always appeared poised for a spin-off or two, and in 2007, it finally happened.
Naomi didn't tell Sam that she hired me
To work here?
Kate Walsh's character, Dr. Addison Montgomery, left to start her own practice in the appropriately titled private practice. Now you'd think that Walsh's castmates would be happy for her, but sadly that was reportedly not the case. One source told Star magazine that the rest of the cast seemed instantly resentful, and that they each thought they'd be the one chosen to get their own show. Geez, jealous much?
Kinda jealous of this. You're jealous of this?
Number 7. The writers were good at keeping secrets. When it comes to spoilers, you can never be too careful, and if you're an actor on Grey's Anatomy, that means you might not know the fate of your character until a day or two before your scene.
Oh, Robin's cheating on Kelly? Oh, did not see that coming.
I know.
Oh.
Shonda Rhimes has been leaving audiences wondering what will happen next for years, crafting brilliant cliffhangers and surprising twist endings that keep fans clamoring for more. A prime example is the first season's revelation that Dr. Derek Shepherd is actually married.
Hi, I'm Addison Shepherd.
Shepherd?
And you must be the woman who's been screwing my husband.
Ellen Pompeo didn't find out herself until she was getting ready to film the final episode. Number 6. The reason the show originally revolved around interns. Audiences were first introduced to the world of Grey's Anatomy through the eyes of a group of interns fresh out of medical school.
A month ago, you were in med school being taught by doctors. Today, you are the doctors.
The decision to present the medical drama from their perspective and not from that of Seattle Grace's higher-ups was a conscious one on the part of showrunner Shonda Rhimes. According to her, there's something really horrible about not knowing what you're doing for a living. You can say that again.
Who here feels like they have no idea what they're doing? I mean, are we supposed to be learning something? Because I don't feel like I'm learning anything.
15 seasons later, and it seems she knew how to hook audiences. Number 5. Meredith was originally supposed to date Burke. After watching Meredith and Derek's on-again, off-again relationship for the better part of the show, it's difficult to imagine her being with anyone else.
I love you, Meredith Grey. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
However, Rhimes had originally planned for Meredith to end up with Preston Burke, not McDreamy. Now, Preston is great and all, but you simply can't top the swoon factor of Dr. Derek Shepherd. The real reason the union never came to be, however, was that Meredith Grey actress Ellen Pompeo was already in an interracial relationship in real life, and felt that being in one on TV would be too close to home. So Rhimes simply paired Burke and Christina instead. Problem solved. Number 4. The show used colorblind casting. Grey's Anatomy boasts one of the most diverse casts on television, and according to executive producer Betsy Beers, it's 100% intentional.
Black woman saved your life at a great personal cost. So maybe next time you're looking at your tattoo and you're thinking how much better all us white guys are than everyone else, you should think about that.
The goal was always to ensure that the best actor got the part, so Shonda was really insistent about the idea that we cast the character with no preconceived notion as to what they should look like or be like.
Is it because I'm Asian? Is that your problem? You don't like Asian people?
According to Rhimes, when she approached the network with this idea, they said, go for it. Their faith in her casting abilities was well-founded. Number 3. It wasn't supposed to be called Grey's Anatomy. Most showrunners will run through a few names before ultimately settling on a title that best suits their program. And Shonda Rhimes was no different when it came to naming her brainchild. It may be difficult to imagine the iconic ABC show being called anything else, but the original plan was to simply call it Surgeons. We know what you're thinking, and yes, it's kind of bland.
And only lame surgeons do fusions. We're not lame, we're fun.
Fortunately, others felt the same way and decided to go with the much more interesting and catchier title that we know and love. Number 2. ABC made Shonda Rhimes change some scenes. Nowadays, Rhimes is considered one of the most influential women in the entertainment industry. She's been the driving force behind some of television's biggest shows, and her work on Grey's Anatomy has earned her 2 Primetime Emmy Award nominations. However, during the show's first season, the network asked her to make some changes to the show on more than one occasion. In the season 1 episode, The First Cut is the Deepest, for example, Rhimes had Alex and Christina racing to see who could deliver the most bad news to patients. ABC wasn't impressed, and the episode instead shows Alex and Christina delivering good news, while Christina suffers through the hugs of relieved patients.
You can go home today.
Yeah, congratulations, whatever.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You wrote Addison a song, Derek.
You just forget about the song. Enough about the song.
What? You wrote her own love song and you sang it to her at the wedding.
Number 1. Patrick Dempsey was afraid of Shonda Rhimes.
And then I was like, I was completely terrified of her. I was like, oh my God, she's scary.
According to Patrick Dempsey, during the first meeting with Rhimes, she did little more than stare at his face.
Shonda Rhimes looks at me. No expression, just looks at me. The entire meeting just looking at me.
Honestly, who can blame her? At first, Dempsey thought that meant she hated him, but later realized she was just figuring out the role he was most suited for.
But my producing partner, Betsy Beers, always says that I have one of those faces where when I get excited, I start writing inside my head, and so my face goes blank. Oh. So people think I don't like them, as opposed to she's really excited.
Rhimes actually loved him, and in fact said that while shooting the pilot, she and executive producer Betsy Beers would admire him on set and think, look at his dreamy eyes. However, it wasn't them who came up with the nickname that eventually made it to the show, McDreamy.
Honestly, the entire time that he was in the room, he walked in the room, I was like, oh my God, he's so dreamy. I mean, seriously.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.